Right. Let's see if this worked. Let's see if we're rolling. Let's see. I think we're live. Okay. Yep. Audio's good. Okay. Just give me a few minutes and I'll get this started. Let me let everybody know that we are live. Do 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 do. I'll be watching the chat, so if anybody wants to pop in, now is the time. To be together. Let's add that and tweet. Okay. Cool. Cool. Let's look at this chat. See. Scarlet Spider's here. What's up? Hey, Scarlet Spider. Ah. All right. Sorry about that. Hey, Scarlet Spider. Good to see you. All right. Getting the word out. Yeah. I didn't plan this or anything. I just figured, hey, Spider-Man 2 gameplay trailer. Or not gameplay, story trailer. We already had the gameplay trailer. Now this is a story trailer. And so let's just see what's up. Let's just talk about it. I'll give everybody a few more minutes to get more people in here. Again, I know this was unplanned and unprompted, but isn't that the best kind of live stream? Probably not, but you know. Probably should have planned it a little better. But I just figured, hey, I'm live. I'm here. I exist. Let's talk. It's good to see you too, Scarlet Spider. Always good to see a regular. Do you think that your suit will be in the game? Probably. Definitely. It's a popular suit, and they had it in the first game, so I don't imagine they would not put it in the second game. Like, I really hope that all the suits from the first game do make it into the second game, because they have a lot of good ones, like your Scarlet Spider suit and the all new, all different, the, what is it, Spider Armor Mark IV suit. I really like that, so I hope that's in the game. I hope, yeah, both of those suits are in the game. We have to wait and see, but I hope they are. See if I can post this on the threads. I'm on threads now. I don't really know what I'm doing on threads, but I it's new, so a lot of people are getting used to it. All right. Cool. That's several places that I've posted it, so we should be getting some people coming in. All right. Yeah, I just want to talk about Spider-Man 2. So that story trailer. Oh my goodness. Where do I start? Where do I start? Maybe at the beginning, because we saw Harry, and he looked about like how he looked, because we haven't really seen Harry in the game. I am him. I love your vids. Thank you. I love making the videos for you guys. What do you watch? You watch Spider Verse, because that's what everybody watches, the Spider Verse videos. Oh goodness. I'm glad you like them though. I'm gonna keep making them, and I'm gonna try and do more videos like this, live streams. I'll plan them better. I'll schedule them better. But this was a little more impromptu. But I'm glad you like my videos, and I'm gonna do more live streams and talk to you guys. We can talk about. We don't just have to talk about the Spider-Man 2 game. We can talk about my videos. We can talk about any Marvel things really. That's just the base to work off of, and then from there we can talk about whatever. What's up, Scarlet Spider? Can you imagine Episode 9, Return to the Spider-Verse, when Puma grabbed Miles' leg, he told Peter to delete his search history? That would be funny. For those of you who don't know, in Episode 9 of Return to the Spider-Verse, when Peter and Miles are running from the Puma, he grabs Miles and pulls him out of the tree, and Miles yells, "Tell my story!" before he goes down. But Scarlet Spider here is saying, what if instead of that, Miles said, "Delete my search history"? Oh, that would be great. Those would be great last words. Not very heroic, but that would be great. Sean Ship, good to see you, buddy. Oh, I'm getting my regulars here. Hello, Sean Ship. Yes, we're talking about Return to the Spider-Verse. We're talking about Marvel's Spider-Man 2, because they just had their Comic-Con panel, and that was great. I was starting to go over the trailer. We saw Harry. We saw new looks for Miles and MJ, mostly just their hair. MJ has longer hair, and Miles has like, little locks going on there. He's got that Jaden Smith Killmonger look going on there. I mean, it works. I personally liked him in Miles Morales with the looked more like mine does now with the clean shave, the clean cut. He had his line straight and everything, but the new hair is not bad. Listen, you're lucky to get the No Way Home action figures pack. Yeah, I speaking of that, Scarlet Spider, I still got this one for anybody. Once we hit 100 merch sales, I got my merch right here. You see look at that. See that face front? I got more like this. I just added a Falcon shirt and a Thor shirt from End of the Marvel Universe. So once we hit 100 sales, one of you can be going home with this guy. So I don't know. Put this right here. Keep it in sight and in mind. Just let you guys know it's still here. There we go. That's stupid. But still, hey, I don't have to be the only one with this boy. Anybody can go home with it. Facefrontblog.com/shop to buy merch. If you want more info on the giveaway, it's facefrontblog.com/merch giveaway. And then don't forget, if we hit 50 sales, one of you gets this guy. I've given this guy away before too, but yeah. So that's that. Let's see. Oh, new hair is cool. Yep. So Sean Ship likes Miles' new hair. I like it. Like I said, I still prefer the Miles Morales when he was clean, but it's not bad. He looks cooler. I do like that. I like Mary Jane's hair a lot because I'm a Mary Jane guy, and I like it that she has the longer hair. Tobey Maguire is the GOAT. Nobody is going to disagree with you there. Tobey Maguire is amazing. Oh my goodness. As you can see, my big Tobey Maguire. If you've seen my videos before, that's a new hat on him. He had another hat with the spider logo on it, and then he had that crown that I have on the that's the Burger King crown that came with the Miles Morales burger, but I put that on my Miles Morales AMC popcorn bucket, and now he has a new hat. Andrew! I know who you are. Did you end up going to the Comic-Con panel, buddy? Because you said you were going to go. If Andrew went, then we're all in for a treat, because he might have some insider secrets. But if you didn't, then that's fine still. But still, if you went to that panel, let us know. Let us know if you heard anything, because I'm stuck here in my room live streaming. But I feel happy for everybody that got to go. And then let us know if you got anything signed. I told you, if you got anything signed, you let me know. I want to see it. Oh goodness, Andrew and I, we're buddies. We've been talking on Messenger. You met Yuri and Tony Todd and got autographs. My goodness. Yeah, he went to the panel. Oh, Andrew. Yes. Okay, excellent, bro. Excellent. Excellent. Hey, any secrets that they didn't release online, you spill them in this chat, all right? We want to know everything, buddy. We want to know everything. Is the master planner Wolf Spider? Oh, from Ultimate Spider-Man TV show. Even if it was Wolf Spider from the Ultimate Spider-Man TV show, I wouldn't tell you. But that's a really good guess. He was a cool villain. I really liked that. So yeah, maybe he could be the Wolf Spider. We don't know. That's the fun of guessing who the master planner is. Sean Chip, we get Venom gets gameplay game of the year. Yes. Oh my goodness. Who remembers playing Venom in Ultimate Spider-Man? Just leaping around the city and sucking people in. I was just talking to Andrew about that. Uh, when Venom gets too hungry, when you don't eat people, not eat people, feed off their life force, he'd be like, hunger, feed. And whenever I get hungry in real life, I just say that. I say, hunger, feed, until I get food. But yeah, no, Venom looks crazy in that game, bro. Like, oh, he looks so scary. You hear Tony Todd, his voice is like, "We're going to heal the world," and then it shows him like wrecking that airship. They leaps in Times Square. You're just like, oh, so good. Can you play as Venom? I don't think so, but if, like Sean Ship was saying, if we could, that would be great. That would be great. Oh goodness. Scarlet Spider versus Carnage. I'm sure that's happened in the comics at some point somewhere. Uh, I don't know if they'll do it in any media. It might. Ooh, Andrew spilling the tea. All right, let's see. Set 9 to 10 months after the Miles Morales, is described as a simple human story. Peter will push away the people once he gets his new powers. Yep. All right, Peter and Miles are struggling with their potential lives. Miles is trying to enter college. Peter is underwater in payment at Aunt May's house. Mary Jane works for J. Jonah Jameson at the Bugle. All good stuff, Andrew. Keep it coming. All good stuff. Yes, the Insomniac did mention some of that. Also, some of that was established in the prequel comic that came out on Free Comic Book Day. I think Peter was talking to MJ about payments on the house, and Miles was talking about going to college. And then at the end of that prequel comic, JJ went back to the Daily Bugle. So I guess whatever deal that he was working on went through. Miles will confront Mr. Negative over the death of his father. Yeah, we saw that in the trailer. Mr. Negative, he's looking rough. He's got longer hair. And Miles is like, you don't know what you took from me. Oh, that. Whew. Harry Osborn plays a major role in the story. Okay. Kraven is the catalyst of the story. Okay, I don't think they revealed that. That makes sense, because if Kraven comes looking for trouble, then everybody's gonna. That should kick everything off. Symbiote will threaten Marvel's New York, and everything Peter and Miles holds dear. Man, this is going to be a good one. Thank you, Andrew, for spilling the tea. Isn't it good? Look, friends in high places. You get somebody, somebody that went to the panel. He can come to my live stream and dish the details. Real MVP, Andrew. What did you say, Sean Ship? I want to see Spider-Man No Way Home classic suit and Across the Spider-Verse Miles suit. Yes, those would be great suits to add into the game. I would imagine that if they put, first of all, like, I've been wanting to see more of that final swing suit in No Way Home, because we don't have nearly enough of it. But yeah, and the Across the Spider-Verse, I think those are both no-brainers. I think they'll be in there. I hope they'll be in there. Scarlet Spider. Like, get back here, Shocker! Yes, they need to put Shocker in this game solely so Yuri Lowenthal can do the get back here, Shocker bit. I will love that. All right. Oh, more tea, Andrew. What do we got? Also, we're going to get to explore lots of New York. Yes, sir. Queens, Brooklyn, Coney Island, Aunt May's house. Did you guys see in Coney Island, they had a ride called Big Wheel? It was the Ferris wheel. And then they had a ride called Speed Demon. And then there was a little booth that said Hydro Bench, because Hydro Man's name is Morris Bench. Little Easter eggs. To go check out the trailer again. Look at that Coney Island. Also, if you look on Facefront Blog, I did a story. If you go to the latest story or browse to Marvel Games, you can find I typed down everything we learned that Insomniac put out on the San Diego Comic Con panel. So check that out on Facefront Blog when you get a chance. And we can fly now with the web wings. I can't wait for that. Honestly, that makes traversal look so wild. You're just swinging. Like, I imagine you swing, get to the top of your arc, and then pop out the wings. I can't. Uh, I mean, when I saw Lee, I was like, me too. Honestly, because like, I didn't know Homeboy was coming back. I, I thought we dealt with him in the first game, and that was that. But nah, he's back. I don't know how big of a role he's gonna play, but hopefully he's not in any trouble because he was not easy to beat in the first game. My goodness gracious. But yeah, I didn't expect Lee to come back. This game's gonna be massive, bro. Also, thoughts, true believers. The guy in the big bear pelt. Do we think that was Grizzly or was that just a Craven goon wearing a bear pelt? Because I would like to think it was Grizzly, but you know, that it could go either way with that. Oh my goodness. Do you think Hasbro will make another big time Spider-Man figure? I don't think so. Maybe they'll do a different color because that suit can turn orange and blue, and so far they've only done the green one. You can see him in the back of the spider's nest. But maybe they have the mold in the design, so why wouldn't they? If they change the color, they might do it. Because they had the old one that is not great, and then they made that more recent one. But probably. Yeah, they'll probably do it, but with a different color, either blue or orange. At some point, because Hasbro loves to just throw Spider-Man into waves to pad him out. Speaking of Spider-Man action figures, and since we're talking about the Spider-Man 2 game, look at this. Look at I got these guys posed as the front cover of the game there. These are the new Legends figures, as you can see, because Miles, he has the red going down his arm, and then he's got the blue Venom Blast. I assume from absorbing the new form reactor at the end of the first game. That they haven't confirmed that. And then this is the new Spider-Man. He only came with one web whooping hand and then one open hand. I don't know what Hasbro was thinking on that, but yeah, I'll put them right here. Goodness gracious. There we go. What else you got for us, Andrew? Also looks like the symbiote will be from space, like the 90s cartoon, and Spider-Man 3, and Oscorp will get their hands on it. Well, okay, because from the way it made it seem like in the post-credit scenes, it made it seem like Norman made it in a lab, but if it comes from space, that's way more comic accurate. Okay, I like that. There was that shot in the trailer where it showed the symbiote moving around in like a forest, and then that guy was like, "Stay back." I was gonna say that's Dr. Connors, but he had both arms, and we saw in the Miles Morales post-credit scene that he was missing an arm, unless that's where he loses his arm. The symbiote like bites it off or something. Oh goodness, what if you make a cameo for the new Spider-Man 4? Me personally, like in the movie, that would be a dream come true. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I would love it if Sony called me like, hey, we've seen your videos, you're great, you want to be in Spider-Man 4? I wouldn't even think about it. I'd be like, cast me as Miles. No, I wouldn't do that. That's too much pressure. I would, as much as awesome as it would to be Miles. That's too much pressure. I would not want. I don't think I would do him justice. I mean, I voice him in my show, but like, you know, there's a difference between playing with an action figure and doing a voice, and then being on screen. I'm too old, anyways. I'm 30 years old. I can't play Miles. It's probably gonna cast him as 15 or something. Man, I hope we know who Venom will be under that suit soon. I think that is Harry. It was very heavily implied that is Harry ever since the first game in the post-credit scene when it was in the tank, and then in this trailer, like Harry said in the beginning of the trailer, we're going to heal the world, and then Venom says, we're going to heal the world, and it, like, they might, Insomniac might throw a curveball at us. They really might. But it seems very strongly that it could very well be Harry. And they've done that before. I think it happened I know it happened for sure in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon. I think it happened in the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. It's been a while since I've read those, but I think so. But yeah, it's not the first time Venom's been hairy, but I'm pretty sure it's hairy. It has to be. Yeah, that they've hinted too much at it for him to not be. I think it's hairy. Oh goodness, he looks so cool. He looks so cool. Da, 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 da. If Harry is Venom, how does Peter get the black suit if the symbiote keeps him alive and walking? Well, we saw him with a cane at one shot in the trailer. So maybe this, like, I don't know. Like, maybe Harry loses it somehow. Because we saw shots of Harry standing upright and, like, throwing things. And then we saw him walking with a cane. And during the gameplay trailer, Spider-Man's like, Harry's dying and Dr. Connors is the only one that keep him alive. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess we're going to have to wait and see, but at some point Spider-Man gets symbiote, and it has to leave him to get on Venom, so... Scarlet Spider. I thought I was the only one who collected Spider-Man figures, so you're like me. Into the Spider-Verse. Yes, you're like me. I can tell you are far from the only person that collects Spider-Man figures. There's a whole group on Reddit. It's a Marvel Legends Reddit group. Just a bunch of nerds like us that collect figures, so you can join that if you want. It's very helpful, actually, if you're looking for stuff, or if you break a figure and need help how to fix it, or if you want to know where to buy some figures. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there collecting Marvel Legends. But yeah, I like that reference. You're like me. Oh man. Someone said that Peter might turn into Venom at some point. Probably. He might, because that's what happened in the Ultimate Comics. That's why I took the symbiote off, because the Venom symbiote turned him like into Venom for like a brief second, and then he's like, nope, I've had enough of this, and he takes off. If you saw the trailer for the, by the way, that Spider-Man PlayStation 5 looks sick. Thankfully, they're selling the plates and the controller separately, because I couldn't afford to buy another PlayStation 5. My goodness, because I did it for the PS4, but yeah. But in that trailer where they showed off the PlayStation 5, you hear like Peter's like, Miles, what is this stuff? Help me get it off. And then Miles is like, I'm gonna try something that shows the symbiote get zapped. So I think the symbiote will be susceptible to Miles's Venom shocks. Oh man. But yeah, Peter might become. Let's see. What are you saying, Andrew? I understand they're trying something different, but I hope we see this universe's version of Eddie Brock and he becomes Venom. Yeah, I mean, like, so Eddie, we all saw in the first game, Eddie signed Peter's going farewell card from the Daily Bugle, and it's always good to see Eddie Brock as Venom, because like it's never the same when there's somebody else in the symbiote. But Insomniac just flat out confirmed during the Summer Game Fest that it was not Eddie Brock, so. Unless, again, they're trying to pull one over on us. Maybe, who knows. I would like to see Insomniac's version of Eddie Brock, and Gwen Stacy, for that matter, because we haven't seen her yet. My friend Xavier came up with a good theory. She might know Miles before she knows Peter, because Miles' dad in this universe, Jefferson Davis, was a cop, and, Captain Stacy's a cop, so they might be like, oh, our dads worked together and we hung out when we were kids. That would be a unique spin on it, but, whatever. Have you seen Across the Scarlet Spider, come on. Have I seen Across the Spider-Verse? Yes, I saw it twice. I need to see it again, but yes, I have definitely seen Across the Spider-Verse. Oh my goodness, it's so good. It's so good. I love that movie so much. I want to see it again. It's definitely meant to be seen. I saw it in IMAX the second time I saw it, and the Moonbatten sequence when the Alchemax building is falling, it just on the IMAX screen you see the aspect ratio just go blah. And then it's just the sound as the building's coming down. And then Miles and the crew starts working on it. That movie was meant to be seen on a big screen, bro. Yeah, I've seen Across the Spider. I love it. I wish it would come to digital already. Or Blu-ray so I can watch it whenever I want. But, Oh, goodness. Miles and Peter are definitely going to fight. In the game? Yeah, probably. That's you. What part was that in the trailer where Mary Jane's like, oh, he's not himself, go help him. That was a creepy, like, Mary Jane was hiding from Peter. There was a comic cover called, like, Spider Shadow, is like a what if Peter kept the symbiote, and had Mary Jane hiding from symbiote Spider-Man. It reminded me of that. But yeah, that's Peter came down. The symbiote tendrils were everywhere, and Mary Jane was like hiding, like please don't let him see me, please don't let him see me. I'm like, dang, that's about to be cool. That's a Mary Jane mission I'd like to play. I didn't hate the Mary Jane missions in the first game, but like they definitely slowed the game down a lot. The central part, not what's it called, Grand Central Station, that Grand Central Terminal, whatever they call it now, that one was good. BTW. When I was at the panel, Yuri got up. Yuri got up, sat up, and did the emo Peter dance. Yes, yes. Said he had to get that out of the way. I saw that they posted that somewhere. He got up on the table and started doing the the emo Peter dance. That was funny. Bully Lowenthal there. Oh goodness gracious, that's funny. Do you think Spot is going to be the master planner? Do you think Spot is going to be the master planner? I can't tell you. I can't tell you who the master planner is. I don't know who I do know who the master planner is, but you guys don't know. But that's a good guess. Spot could be. We don't know. I know, but you don't know. Oh goodness. I can tell when Yuri's Peter has a black suit. He's because the gameplay footage showed him yelling angrily. Yes. Oh, the gameplay footage when Miles is talking to him. He starts to crack a joke. Like, Peter's like, oh, Lizard is across the river in the Harlem Fish Market. Then Miles is like, oh, I guess Craven's checking off his... Then Peter, like, cuts him off. He's like, we don't have a lot of time. Move. Then hangs up. I'm like, dang. You know, that was cold. That was... And then, you know, when Miles and Genki were trying to stop the drone, or trying to stop that gunship, Peter's like, what are you two doing? He's like, he's more temperamental. He's a little more, he's like on the edge more. It's easier to get him angry. So yeah, yeah, he's gonna be upset when he gets that symbiote on him. Again, I'm really concerned about Mary Jane hiding from him. That's just not good. Did you watch Secret Invasion? Yes, I watched Secret Invasion. It's it's a good show. I enjoy it. No spoilers in case people aren't caught up yet. But when it ends, I'll probably do another live stream. I'm gonna try to do more of these, guys. I'm gonna try to do more live streams, like this and talk about topics like the Spider-Man 2 game. So like when Secret Invasion ends, maybe we'll do a whole live stream on that, talking about it. But yeah, the latest episode seems like it's gonna get down to business. So that'll be cool to see. That definitely be cool to see. I don't know if you guys saw the short I posted, but it was from the post-credit scene of Return of the Sinister Six, when Talos turned into Nick Fury. And I'm like, oh, Secret Invasion in the Face Front universe. Of course, that'll all be explained in later videos. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Living on the edge, fighting crime anywhere, swinging from the highest ledge, you can leap above our heads. No, I promised I wouldn't sing on stream anymore. You set a trap for me, Scarlet Spider. I promised after I poorly attempted the Spider-Man Unlimited theme song, during one of the live streams, I promised I'd never sing on stream again. Goodness gracious. Well, there was a comment from I Am Him, but it got deleted. Sorry, buddy. Didn't read your comment in time. Oh, goodness. Y'all ain't gonna catch me singing. Oh, speaking of music, have you guys heard the track from this game? First of all, John Pasciano is a genius. But I love it because it starts with Peter's, and you know and then you hear it morph into Miles's, the Be Yourself / New York's Only Spider-Man, and then at the end of it, it combines both of them. It's so beautiful. Listen to it on Spotify if you haven't heard it yet. And then after it does, you know, Peter's theme, Miles's theme, combines them, then it goes into like this creepy, dark, like Venom theme, and it's real scary. But that's a great song. Oh my goodness. What about Zombie Hunter Spider-Man? His episode is coming of Web Warriors. It's going to be after the Black Suit Spider-Man episode, the Ultimate Spider-Man Part 2 episode. Then we're going to have a Zombie Hunter Spider-Man episode. I know I've been promising Zombie Hunter Spider-Man, but he's definitely coming. He's coming after the Web Warriors episode 8. So he's gonna be Web Warriors episode 9, and then after that, who knows? It's a surprise. All right, I am him. I got Spider-Man. I got a Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse poster and Miles Funko on the day Spider-Man 2 story trailer came out. Nice. That's nice. Oh my goodness. All right. So my friend Xavier, he just gave me actually a poster, from Across the Spider-Verse because he works at a movie theater. So he was able to hook me up with the poster. Here's the thing about the Funko Pops. You can see all those guys, right? All those Marvel Legends. That's what happens when I start collecting something. So that's why I don't collect Funko Pops because if I start, I'm never gonna stop. Although my same friend that I was just talking about, Xavier, who he voices Spider-Man 2099, by the way, in the videos. So follow him on Instagram. It's like Shatter24Wolf. That's his Instagram, I believe. You can find it in the link to those videos. But he gave me like 50 some odd Funko Pops, and I'm like, bro, you know I don't collect these. Cause if I start, I'm never gonna stop. He didn't care. I told him I was gonna do a video to show him off. I should do that. I'll do that. Probably put it on like TikTok and make them shorts to repost on YouTube. Yeah, I can't do the Funko Pops. There's so many. They have like 57,000 different versions of Spider-Man. It's wild. I wish I could get this Symbiote Spider-Man figure. It should still be on Amazon. Now they shoved them in a pricey 5-pack, so that's a little bogus. But I'm pretty sure he's still widely available on Amazon there. So if you just get the money up, and then maybe sell off the rest of the figures if you don't want them, I'm sure that's fine. But yeah, I'm really happy they made that figure. He looks great. By the way, he's got the purplish hue that he has in those Ultimate comics. I never unlocked that suit in the Ultimate Spider-Man video game. I never found all the tokens. Speaking of the black suit and video games, do we think that the black suit in this game is gonna have alternate versions? Because like the red suit has he has different suits, but is he gonna have different black suits? You know, because I don't. There's not many variations of the black suit, but maybe some theories going around is each suit will have a black suit version of it, which is not a bad theory. That would be cool to see. A lot of design work on Insomniac's end, but that would be cool to see unless they just keep the basic black suit. Goodness, I hope so. Yeah, me too. That would be cool if they had different versions of the black suit. I really like it when it's got a purple or blue hue to it. I don't know why. It just looks aesthetically a little more pleasing for me. They should make a Symbiote Spider-Man Marvel Legend from the game. They should! They could add them to these guys. They really should. I don't imagine they won't. I would like a Venom from the game, and they can put him on the Monster Venom body. That would be awesome. I would definitely like a Venom, and I would like a Black Suit Spider-Man. And then maybe they can have a accessory where the tendrils are coming up and is covering his hand or something like that. You can just clip on his arm or something. Did you hear about Ben Riley Chasm? Did something happen with him recently? I read Dark Web. I read the whole story. A lot of people don't like Chasm, because I can see why. Because I was never a huge Ben Riley guy, so the whole Chasm thing wasn't oh man, look what they did to Ben for me. But I can see why people would be upset with Chasm, because they kind of destroyed Ben Riley's character there and turned him into a flat out villain with Madeline Pryor, and the whole Dark Web wasn't a bad thing, a bad story. I enjoyed it. I like to be smooth with without the armor look. I mean, that's Insomniac's version of the black suit, so it's gonna look like Insomniac wants it to look. It doesn't look too armored, kinda a little bit, but not too much. Face front, remember me? Yes. Scully. Yes, I do remember you. I do remember you. Yes, you commented in some of my videos. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Oh man, Andrew. Yeah, I don't feel like that what if version of Spider-Man zombies did more justice to Tom Holland because Uncle Ben was mentioned by Nate. Yeah, yeah, and he was hopeful. Yeah, I did like that they mentioned Uncle Ben in that What If episode because up until now we've only had like slight references. Like in Homecoming, Peter's like, "Oh, after everything that's happened with May, I don't want to scare her." And then in Far From Home, he had the briefcase or the suitcase with the BP Benjamin Parker. So like he's been like kind of referenced in the MCU, but like yeah, he flat out said, "Oh, Uncle Ben" in the What If episode, and that was great. Um, but they made the decision to skip the origin. So, and at the time, it seemed like a good idea, because we'd seen Spider-Man's origin twice by now. But I don't. I kind of want to see it. That's so weird because at first everybody's like, "Oh, we don't need the origin. Get right to the action," and they did. And now everybody's like, "But where did Tom Holland Spider-Man come from?" It's kind of what they'll probably cover in freshman year because that's loosely connected to the MCU. Is Chasm a symbiote? No, Chasm is not a symbiote. Chasm is okay. So there's this whole story with the Beyond Corporation, and the Beyond Corporation had all kinds of weird experimental stuff going on in there. They had like a room with sentient sandwiches called the Sandwich Room. It was really weird. And so Beyond Corporation pitted Ben Riley against Peter because they said, oh, because Ben was. They kept wiping his mind to make him more susceptible because he was like the Beyond Corporation Spider Man. And so they messed with his mind too much and he lost his core memories from Peter. So like he would see Uncle Ben, but Uncle Ben's face would be gone, and it's like he was forgetting what like the basic things that makes Peter Peter. So the basic things that make Spider-Man a good guy. So Maxine Danger from the Beyond Corporation is like, oh, Spider-Man has your memories. Use this machine to get him back. So he got in a fight with Spider-Man. Spider-Man knocked him in some weird goo that Ben just sunk into, and that bonded to him, and that turned him into Chasm. But it's not a symbiote. It's just weird Beyond Corporation goo. That's the best way to describe it, honestly. What are you saying, Scully? Low key, I think Miles is going to beat up Lee until he begs him to stop, and he will tell Miles how he became a good person. Miles is definitely gonna have some beef with Lee there. I don't know if he's gonna start pounding him, and Peter's gonna be like, Miles, stop, and then Miles gonna be like, what am I doing? But man, I don't know. I don't know what Lee's role in this game is gonna be, but if anything, I thought Otto was gonna be back and Peter was gonna have to visit him, but I didn't expect Miles and Lee to reunite because that's gonna be wild, bro. You think the PS4 version of Norman will become Green Goblin at one point? Probably. And I think you and me talked about this. Where if we said that, what did we say? We said something was gonna happen where Harry didn't make it or something, and then it was gonna drive Norman crazy and push him over the edge. And that's a good theory. I don't think if they really want to surprise us, they'll maybe try and squeeze him in this game. This game seems big enough as it is with Venom and Kraven and all them. But maybe they'll save him for a third game. I think they're gonna save him for a third game. Who knows? But yeah, I think at some point he'll become the Green Goblin. Clone Saga and Dark Web is hurting my brain. Oh goodness. Yeah. It was what was it called? Clone Conspiracy. During Dan Slott's run, and that was when Ben Riley became the Jackal, and he started bringing a bunch of people back to life, and that was a pretty crazy because his ultimate goal was to bring Uncle Ben back to life. He grave robbed him and everything. Then Peter's like, "Bro, what are you doing? Let Uncle Ben rest. Let's not stop." And that's how some people came back to life in the comics. So they got Ned Leeds back. They got Gwen back for a little bit, but she went down. Then there was a whole Prowler mini series tied into that because Prowler got electrocuted to death by Electro, but then he came back, and he was like wrestling with, oh, I'm a clone. It turned out at the end the clone died, and then Prowler was actually alive. He survived Electro's attack. He was just really banged up, but yeah. Hobie Brown Prowler, by the way. I love Prowler so much. Can you believe the amount of people that no hope. They see across the Spider Verse, and then they figure out Hobie Brown is a Spider Punk. But then they figure out, oh, he's Prowler in the comics. Like, wait, Hobie Brown is a Prowler? Yes, he's the original Prowler. Yo, they don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that. You see the Marvel Legends reveals. I definitely want to get that Daredevil. Yes, Comic Con. Speaking of Comic Con, they just had those Marvel Legends reveals. They had a Marvel Knights wave. They had Daredevil, Luke Cage, Clea. Who else? Blade. Yeah, Blade looks so cool. The Build-A-Figure was a mindless one, which I would like. I hate it when they make the an army builder a Build-A-Figure, because you want more than one mindless one, but he's a Build-A-Figure, so what, you have to buy the whole wave like 10 times? Like, come on now. But yeah, that wave looks cool. I haven't read that recent Daredevil run, so I'm not... I know I've seen the look, but I'm not as familiar with it, so... But he does look cool. The figure himself looks cool. That's a really solid wave. I really want the Peter and Smythe animated series VHS pack. That's gonna be great. I just got a notification that my Green Goblin and Mary Jane are shipping soon, so yes, I'm ready for that. Oh goodness, but yeah, that's the one I want. That's the one I'm gonna throw my money at. But yeah, I'll probably get that wave, if anything, to build the mindless one. But yeah, they had some really cool figures, and the Midnight Suns Iron Man. They need to make more Midnight Suns figures. Venom, we're going to heal the world. Say it in the voice. Say we're going to heal the world. Oh my goodness. Tony Todd was inspired. Okay, so like I hadn't seen the Candyman until a few years ago. My friend tipped me. She's like, "Oh, you gotta watch the Candyman." I'm like, "Okay, I'll watch the Candyman," and I watched it. And Tony Todd. So the second they announced him as Venom, I'm like, "Oh, that fits. That that works," because he has that real deep and spine tingling, creepy voice, and it's just, like natural. It's natural, and it's just oh my goodness, that was perfect casting, honestly speaking. Oh man, and Blade, yeah, Blade was in the wave. Oh goodness gracious, Tony Todd has been doing a lot of social media too with promoting this game. He had a video where he's holding the statue from the collector's edition, which they were moving it around quite a bit. I was worried because Spider-Man is connected to Venom with like a web line, and that's the only thing keeping him suspended in the air. So I'm like, it seemed really fragile to me. I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna hold up, because I got a statue. I don't have it on me, but I got it from the first game where Spider-Man is jumping over some debris, and his wrist was the only thing keeping the figure suspended. And when I pulled it out of the box, it had already broken. Like, the Spider-Man figure was dead, and his hand with the wrist was attached to the debris still. Like, that sucks. So I had to glue him back together out of the box. So I really hope that the collector's edition statue is better. But it seemed like, because they were moving it around quite a bit, and he seemed pretty stable. So I hope that's the case. Have you heard about Streaming Spider Suit? Streaming Spider Suit? No. What is that? Streaming Spider Suit. Fill me in, Scarlet Spider. I have not heard about that. If it's cool, then we should probably get in the game. They're pretty good at adding suits in the game, especially in the first game. After it was done, it had been long done. They added No Way Home suits to it, because it was the remastered version, but still. I liked that they, so long after the game had come out, they were still supporting it by putting suits in there. They put in the Raimi suit, which, you know, here's my thing with the Raimi suit in the first Spider-Man game. I don't think they should have done it, because there were a lot of people online that were being really stupid about it, and they were like threatening the developers, and it was to the point where it's like, you guys don't deserve it. Because then when they put the suit in, all those crazy people were like, "Oh, we won! They listened to us! We bullied them into putting the suit in!" Like, no, that's not. That's, it's like, you know, the kinds of people that you tell to go touch grass. You know, those kinds of people. That's just, I don't like it. Insomniac has done great work with these two games, and now this third one coming up, and they don't deserve to get bullied because the suit you like isn't in the games, you know? That's all I'm saying. I'm glad they added it in there. I personally would have been petty. I'm like, no, you guys bullied me. I'm not putting it in there. But that's why we love Insomniac, because they treat us nice even when we don't deserve it. I mean, not us. I'm sure me and everybody in my stream, we would never bully somebody for a suit. But goodness gracious, that was wild. That was wild. So spread the word to all those insanity people out there. If a suit that they want is not in the game, do not bully developers. It is not the move. That is not the thing to do. That's not how we handle things. Goodness, people are wild. People are wild. Let me tell you. But yeah, I hope they have the Raimi suit in this next game. Oh, the Raimi black suit. Like what, bro? It was they had that in the Amazing Spider-Man 1. I don't think they had an Amazing Spider-Man 2, but in the Amazing Spider-Man 1 game, they had the Raimi red and black suit, and that was really cool. So if they have the Raimi black suit in this game, and then you can, go crazy with the symbiote moves, that would be awesome. I imagine that after the story is over, there's gonna be a way to wear the black suit still, because it has a whole gameplay mechanic attached to it, so they wouldn't just say, "Oh, you can't wear it anymore. Goodbye." I mean, in Spider-Man 3, if you restarted the game, you could restart it where you had the black suit unlocked. You could wear that through the whole playthrough. So I imagine there's going to be a way to play through with the black suit again. Oh, goodness. All right. Streaming Spider suit is a far cry from anything Spider-Man has ever worn, with more tech elements than even the mid-2000s Iron Spider suit. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wait! Are you talking about that white suit from a few years ago? I don't know if it was years, but it was the Threats and Menaces suit that he wore in the comics. Because that thing was wild, bro. That thing was what he only had it. Thank goodness for like 3 issues. But if that's what you're talking about, because he was live streaming his fights to Threats and Menaces, and that was a far cry from anything Spider-Man's ever worn. I remember when they showed it first online, everybody was freaking out about it. I'm like, he's not going to have it that long, people. I was like, and then I was secretly like, I hope. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, that's the suit you're talking about. Yep, that's a wild suit, bro. It's gone, and it probably needs to stay gone. If I don't want a figure of the suit, then that means you're doing something wrong. Because when I first saw Chasm, speaking of Chasm, I was like, dang. My first thought when I saw Chasm was, I need that Marvel Legend. I think I haven't ordered. Yeah, I haven't ordered. I don't know when he's going to get here, but that was my first thought. My first thought when I saw the Threats and Menaces suit was, I hope this doesn't last long. Oh, goodness. Now, I don't know if this is controversial, but the Miles suit that he was wearing for this last run, was it Saladin Ahmed that was writing that last run? Yeah, for Saladin Ahmed's run, the black, like sweatshirt over him. I'm not a huge fan. I like it's not bad, but it's like I don't like from certain angles, for when certain shots I see it working. I got the figure ordered because it looks cool, especially the spider design of the front, but like I don't know. And he wore it for a very long time. But I started to miss Miles' classic suit. So, and it's cool. They're probably gonna add it in this game, but not a huge fan. Like, don't hate it or anything. Not like the Threats and Menaces suit, but not a big fan. What about Jessica Drew's Spider-Man, Spider-Woman clone feet? Yes, I had that whole wave, or except for Tarantula, because I already have a Tarantula, and it's not like too big of a difference between the one I have and I might get the new one eventually anyways. If he had a Build-A-Figure piece with him, I might have gotten him, but he wasn't a priority. But yeah, they got the Rose, who I believe is the first time there's been a Marvel Legend, so that's good. Chasm, Beyond Corporation, Ben Reilly, and that Miles, and the Spider-Woman, and Elektra. I didn't order Elektra, but I might later down the line. Again, because I didn't read that Daredevil run, so I'm not too familiar with that version of Elektra. But Yeah, I do like that. I read the first. I gotta finish that. I have the rest of this series of that Spider Woman run. I gotta read it, but I did enjoy that suit. It's a really cool suit, so I have her. I have her ordered too. Oh my goodness gracious! Oh my goodness gracious! Yeah, I really hope they make more figures from this game, because that Hasbro, they just the Gamerverse figures like they're always lacking. They never finished the Avengers from the Avengers game. They made Iron Man, Captain America, and Kamala, and then they stopped. Like Thor, Black Widow, Hulk, at least finish the core roster. They didn't. They didn't do it. And then the first Spider-Man game, they made Peter, and they eventually years later made Mr. Negative, but like they trickle out Gamerverse figures at such a slow pace. And like they just had the Midnight Suns Iron Man reveal, but like are they gonna do anybody else? They skipped Guardians of the Galaxy completely. Like, and some of these game designs are really cool. I would love Marvel Legends of the Sinister Six from the first Spider-Man game, because all of those designs were awesome. But like, ah, I don't know. I don't know. The red and white suit. Red and white suit for what? Jessica Drew? I, no, because no, that one's red and black. Unless it's a new figure you're talking about that I don't know about. Red and white Jessica Drew. Unless you're not talking about Jessica Drew anymore. Clarify, Scarlet Spider. Please. Please let me know what you're talking about. Because the Jessica Drew suit from that wave is red and black. And then Jessica Drew's normal suit is red and yellow. I don't know if I've ever seen her in a red and white suit. Yes. That's not helpful. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm not sure what Jessica Drew should be talking about. Red and white Jessica Drew suit. Let's see. Jessica Drew, red and white. Oh! Ultimate Spot. The clone. That's on me. Nope, because you said it. Spider-Woman clone. Yeah, okay. Yep, nope, you said it. That's my fault. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, from the Ultimate Comics. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, goodness. Sorry. That's my bad. No, they made her a long time ago. I have her up there somewhere, but, yeah, I don't know if they're going to make another one. They should, because they haven't made her in a long time, but I would like more Ultimate figures, period. They don't make a lot of Ultimate figures. They just recently made Captain America. They don't have an Ultimate Iron Man. They don't have any of the Ultimates, really, besides that Captain America they just made. They made Miles years ago. They made Ultimate Spider-Man years ago. And they just had that Black Suit Spider-Man. They need to make more Ultimate figures, honestly. Because, like, it's kind of surprising, too, how popular the Ultimate Universe was and has been. But there's not a lot of figures. And that's so weird. I'm trying to get her. I hope we find her. I don't know if she shouldn't be terribly expensive. I don't think. Like, she's not like a super hot must have item where like it would drive the price up in the aftermarket. She's probably not cheap, but like I don't imagine she's like hundreds of dollars. But yeah, they should remake her. And again, they should make more Ultimate figures because that is kind of ridiculous. As long as Marvel Legends has been going, they have plenty of MCU and 616 figures, but like almost no 1610 figures, except for the ones I just mentioned. That's kind of wild. What's up, Sean Chip? Have you seen the symbiote Miles Morales suit? Oh, I skipped Scarlet. I'll go back to your question, Scarlet Spider. But which one? Because they had the one. I mean, okay, so they had the one from Maximum Venom, which was the one that they sell the toy of, and it looks kind of similar to the one he had in Absolute Carnage, but the one in Absolute Carnage was creepy because he had the Carnage spiral, and he had 6 arms, and it looked really weird. But then there is the one you can see it in Spider-Verse episode 8. That was Penny's episode. I have the figure where Miles is a symbiote. He's got the mouth and he's got the eyes. I really, I would really like Miles to have a more definitive symbiote costume because, like, I was talking about this in the comic shop. Peter, when he first got the symbiote back in the 80s, when he shows up, it's like a bold new statement. Like, you've seen Spider-Man in the red and blue, but it's like black with like just a huge white spider on the front, and like that's a look. That's a statement, you know. Miles, the first time he gets a symbiote is in Absolute Carnage, and he's a Carnage slave basically, and it's like it didn't have the impact it should have when Miles first got a symbiote. So I think they need to take another go at that and give Miles a more defined symbiote look. Because when you say symbiote Spider-Man, everybody knows what Black Suit Peter looks like. When you say, yo, symbiote Miles, people are like, there's no clear, version of that. All right, when you say, what if Spider-Gwen meets Peter, Peter 3, Andrew Garfield? That would be wild. They both would cry, probably. Because he lost his Gwen, she lost her Peter. Oh, goodness. That would be wild. That might happen in, a live action movie? Or if they throw Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man to Spider-Verse? I think it would be a lot easier to animate Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man into a Spider-Verse movie rather than put Spider-Verse characters into a live action movie. But that's just me. I think it just came out in recent comics because Miles' symbiote suit had a hoodie. Okay, I'll be honest. I'm behind a little bit. I have a stack of Miles comics where he's fighting Carnage, so I'm not surprised. I won't be surprised if he gets a new symbiote suit by the end of this because he's fighting Carnage. I'm a little behind, but let's see. Let's see if I can find an image. Miles. I don't know how to spell Miles, apparently. Morales symbiote. Images. No, it's just the... Wait a second. I think I see what you're talking about. It's got a hood. It's black. Dark Ages. Okay. No, I haven't seen that before. Interesting. Interesting. But the one I keep seeing more than that one is the Maximum Venom one and the Absolute Carnage one. But yeah, I see which one you're talking about. That's really cool. I like that. It's not a bad suit. Not a bad suit. Imagine me with a symbiote. What, Scarlet Spider Kane with a symbiote? Bro, over. Game over. Game over for anyone that crosses his path. That's not good. That's not good under any circumstance. Kane is already, on the edge, ready to violently demolish quite literally anyone that gets in his way. Kane gets a symbiote, game over. I wouldn't mess with that. Nope. I'd turn and run. Yeah, in this game, let me tell you something. If I was a measly $10 an hour Craven goon, okay, and I hear Spider-Man, the supposed friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, growling things like, he's gonna wish he never came to New York, I'd be like, hey, Craven, so listen, you said that this Spider-Man guy was a clown, but he's over here growling and slamming my friends into buildings. I think I'm gonna go home. Like, I'm going back to the African jungles. This isn't worth it. Sorry, cut my pay, spear me, I don't care. I'm not fighting that. I'm not. The symbiote was going insane. He was grabbing people. He grabbed 4 craving goons at a time and just slammed them in the ground. Like, this whole lizard hunt ends now. Like, Craven wants to hunt. I'm going to give him one he'll never forget. I would run. I wouldn't fight him. I would not fight him. No. Don't mess with me yet. Oh, goodness, yeah. Don't mess with Kane with a symbiote. Don't mess with Insomniac Peter with a symbiote. Because that's... Oh, my goodness. Then Craven kills you. Okay, look. Craven He would snap my neck or he would spear me, okay? He wouldn't engulf me in his symbiote goo and then slam me into the pavement, maybe give me a concussion, make sure I don't have kids ever again, and then, yeah. No, I would just face the music with Craven, okay? I'm not going up against that symbiote spider. I'm sorry. I would take my chances with Craven rather than get boofed up by some symbiote Spider-Man nonsense. Oh my goodness. I wish that when the Into the Spider Verse Gwen saw Peter, she was emotional. Yeah, no, I think and that was the scene in Into the Spider Verse when Peter saw MJ, he got like, oh wow, because he lost his and then when he saw Aunt May, he's like, oh, I'm not ready for this. But Gwen said, I've been there, I get it. So I assume she had some kind of reaction when she saw Peter, but she probably saw like when she jumped back into Miles' universe and she came back a week back in time. She probably saw Peter's face on the jumbotron, so saying, "Oh, Spider-Man died." So she probably had time to process and get over it because she came a week before everybody else did. But I'm sure she had some kind of reaction to seeing Peter, because it like she said, she said I've been there, and yeah, thanks Sean Shit for laughing at my pain. Mayday as a baby was cute. Baby Mayday was so adorable. We don't get enough Mayday Parker content. Oh my goodness, she was great. I bought this at the comic book store recently. It's like a it's Mayday, as you can see. It's a Spider Girl, and this is like a doll though. I don't know. It's really old, but it looked really cool, and it was on sale for like only $20, and then Greg's Comics says 20% off all day every day. So I'm like, oh, all right. I don't know. It looks really awesome. So I just grabbed it. Mayday's great though. We need more Mayday content. What are you saying, Sean Chip? Arkham Batman with the symbiote is over for everyone. Dang. All right. Can I tell you? I didn't play the Arkham games, but my brother did, and I watched him play through all of them. I've seen most of it. And what was it? It was Arkham City, when Batman at the end of the game he's fighting Clayface, and he gets a sword, and then you're just doing free flow combat with a sword. I'm done. I'm done. Really? Batman's already so cool, and now they give him a sword, and he's. Ugh. Yeah, I don't want to see Batman with a symbiote. I wouldn't want to see that, especially Arkham Batman, the way he demolishes people in those games. Oh my goodness, crazy. What's up, Andrew? I saw a rumor that Beyond the Spider-Verse, multiple Gwen Stacy variants, Bryce Dallas Howard, Emma Stone, maybe. What I want, what I want to see? I want to see an Earth 42 version of Gwen. I want to see what that's like. She's probably like a punk with like a crowbar and like a nose ring and like a leather jacket. Because everybody in Earth 42 is probably completely deranged. That would be cool. That, and maybe she could be voiced by Bryce Dallas Howard or Emma Stone. But I would love to see an Earth 42 version of Gwen. See how she turned out in a world without Spider-Man. That would be great to see. Spider-Man, radioactive Spider-Man, Spider-Blood, No, stop! I'm not doing it, Scarlet Spider. You're not gonna stop. No, I'm not singing. Now talk! Curb stop the dude. Goodness gracious. Done. Oh goodness. Dude, that sword from Ra's al Ghul. Oh, after he fought, since he ordered Hugo Strange built. So wrong on this. Yeah. I don't remember that game. Like I say, I watched my brother play it, so I'm not. I believe. Yeah, he did get that sword from Ra's al Ghul. That's right. Didn't Ra's al Ghul stab himself in an attempt to stab Batman? The Batman jumped off at the last second, so Ra's al Ghul just killed himself for no reason. Oh goodness. Yeah, I'm not a big Batman fan, so I'm not too familiar. But yeah, I do like Hugo Strange though. He's a really cool villain. I like that he deduced Bruce Wayne's identity. That's fun. I got you twice. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Take your Marvel No prize here. You got me twice. You won't get me again. I promise. You won't get me again. BTW, you said you teared up When you heard Josh Keaton speak the line, oh my goodness, yes, I got emotional when I heard Josh Keaton in Across the Spider Verse. Oh my goodness, because I never thought I'd see him again. Like I thought Spectacular Spider-Man was done and gone, and then he comes out. He's just got his hands on his hips. He just looks distressed. He's like, "I know it's hard, Miles, but it's the truth." I was like, "Dang." Oh my goodness. I was so happy when I saw him. I was so happy when I saw him. You can't help but get emotional. It's not hard to make me emotional at all. So, that's it. Oh my goodness. I loved that. I loved that so much. That movie was great. And they had the Insomniac Spider-Man in there. Me and Andrew were talking about it a while ago. Like, how come Insomniac Peter has been on all these wild adventures, but he never once brings it up in the games? Because supposedly the ones in the Spider-Geddon comics, and there's another comic series was in, I believe. But he's supposedly canon. He's supposed to be that Spider-Man from that universe. So he's been into the Spider-Verse, and then across the Spider-Verse, he was sitting there with the other video game guys. But like when he gets back to his games, no mention of it. No mention. Unless he's like telling Miles, like we open, he's like, yeah, Miles, I had this weird dream. There's a whole bunch of different spider people. It was wild. But I don't know. I don't know. Since the movie has Spectacular Spider-Man, the next movie should have the 90s Spider-Man with Christopher Daniel Barnes. I don't know why he wasn't in this movie. There was no reason. There was no reason to not have Christopher Daniel Barnes reprise the 90s Spider-Man in this movie. They had everybody else. I'm just saying. I would like to know if he found Mary Jane. According to Web Warriors episode 3, I want to say is the 90s Spider-Man episode of Web Warriors that I did. Him and Madam Web located Mary Jane. They're going to find her. Maybe we'll see that play out. We don't know. Spectacular Spider-Man looks so short and Across the Spider-Verse. I know, because he's just a little baby. He's just a kid, and everybody else is grown. And he came out, and he was so tiny. I was like, he's adorable. Oh, goodness, I loved it. I loved it. That was great. That same Spider-Geddon had PS4 Peter find out Spider-Cop is real. Yes, I remember that. I remember that panel. Oh, that was funny. That was very funny. The Spider-Cop. Remember in the game when he got Yuri to finally do it? She's like, this is a job for Spider-Cop. He's like, oh, I got you to say it. You really like me. Then she's like, and you made it weird. That was funny. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Nope. Nope. You're not going to do it, Scarlet Spider. You're not going to do it again. That's a classic theme song. Does whatever a spider can. Spins web any size catch. She's just like, look out. Here goes the Spider-Man. There, I did it quick. So you don't get the satisfaction. Goodness gracious. Yo, y'all are crazy. That's why I love you guys. That's why I really want to do more live streams. Because I just want to come. This is all you need. Is come, chill, hang out, talk. That's all you need, bro. VW, I heard Josh Keaton came out and said he did voice recordings for Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Yes! Okay. Yeah, they didn't tell him it was gonna... Yeah, I saw that video he posted. Because Josh Keaton, who was, Spider-Man at the time, when Earth's Mightiest Heroes was airing, he did voice lines for Spider-Man's episode of Earth's Mightiest Heroes. But then they replaced him with Drake Bell, I assume to tie in more with Ultimate Spider-Man, what was going on at the time. But they didn't even tell Josh Keaton. And so when he watched the episode, anticipating hearing his voice, he heard Drake Bell. And I'm like, dang. If you wanted to ask the guy for synergy between the shows or whatever, I disagree with it. Because I remember hearing about that back then, in 2011 or whatever, when I saw an article saying, oh, Josh Keaton was redubbed with Drake Bell. And I was like, wow, that sucks. But at least tell the dude. I'm glad he got paid for it and everything, but come on, that sucks. That's just cold pizza. That's just some. I don't know. I don't like that. They should have at least told the guy. They should have told him. Oh yeah, you lost. You lost, Scarlet Spider. You lost this time. If I hadn't botched the Spider-Man Unlimited theme song last time, then I would be all for singing. But I can't. I did it terribly. Speaking of Spider-Man Unlimited, I recently started a rewatch on that. And the storytelling is just on another level. Like, I don't know. I really like that show. I wish they'd do a figure. Because the only Spider-Man Unlimited figure we have is from years ago. And doesn't have that many points of articulation. He's Toy Biz. So yeah, I wish we'd get another Spider-Man Unlimited figure. But, you know, whatever. I like to say, I came up with this headcanon that since Spider-Man Unlimited ended in a cliffhanger with the symbiosis, the symbiote goo spraying out of Counter Earth, everything getting destroyed, and we never saw what happened after that. But we see Spider-Man Unlimited in the Spider Society. I'm like, he broke the canon. He broke the canon by going to Counter Earth to save John Jameson, and then his world got destroyed. And that's why he's in Spider Society, because they couldn't save it. Perfect, right? I finished Spider-Man Unlimited. The when the symbiote stuff starts exploding, Spider-Man doesn't know how to stop it. Miguel comes out of a portal. He's like, "You broke the canon by going to save John Jameson on Counter Earth. There's nothing you can do. This world is done for. Join the Spider Society." And then he took him, and that's what happened. That's how Spider-Man Unlimited ended. You heard it here first on Facefront Blog. Ship it around. Tell everybody. Oh, goodness gracious. You think Kane Parker and Jessica Drew Ultimate will be a couple? Maybe. They're both clones. She might... Isn't she on the younger side? I don't know. If they match the ages up a little better, then I think that might work. If we ever see Ultimate Jessica Drew again. But I'm not sure. But yeah, you know, clones stick together. Hence Dark Web with Madeline Pryor and Ben Reilly. I think they'd be a cute couple. Again, if the ages were matched up. Because, you know, you don't want to skew too young. You should see this channel called Evan Flurka. I've heard of this guy. He's a big Spider-Man. He usually covers video games. Yes, I've seen old Evan and his videos that he does. So yes, I don't know if I'm subscribed. I might be, but yeah, I've definitely heard of him. I've definitely seen him, and he covers a lot of news. I've seen his tweets and stuff. So yeah, no, I would do more news stuff, but like it gets exhausting trying to keep up with every little detail that comes out. Like I like to do stuff like this where like we're talking broadly about the game and everything that was revealed and stuff. Like, you know, I like if every single little detail that came out about the game, I did a whole video on it. Like, I can't do that, you know? Like, I'm not built for that. First of all, I don't like doing news videos because I've tried it before and it doesn't work. Because I don't like talking to the camera with no one talking back. It's weird for me. I can't really do it that well. I always feel weird when I do it. So that's why I'm doing a live stream, because you guys are talking back and I have someone to bounce off of. But when I'm just blurting out my own thoughts, you know, it's just weird, because then I have no structure. Even if I do an outline, it just seems, I don't know. So like, hats off to guys like him that can do that kind of stuff, that can just do videos and talk about the news and stuff. But I can't do it. I would much rather do my Spider-Verse videos and then live streams like this, because this works for me. Going for it. I'm out. I'm rolling till the stars in the sky, babe. I'm holding the city. I'm out. I'm rolling to this. Okay, you know what? This didn't work because I don't even know what song you're singing. So, ha! I can tell it's a song, but what song is that? I don't know. You failed again, Scarlet Spider. Oh, goodness. During my time at the Econ, I noticed at a signing another voice actor for Spider-Man. He was 2017 Disney. Robbie Damon? You saw Robbie Damon? Oh my goodness. He wasn't a bad Spider-Man. I don't know. He had like this adorable nerd quality about him. You know, like there's a scene when he beats the wrestler, and then he's like, "Oh, touchdown!" And I'm like, "No, Peter, that's not what a touchdown is." But that was so adorable. And then like, I don't know, he wasn't bad, and they used him in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, I believe. So yeah, he wasn't wasn't really the most memorable because a lot of people skip over him, but he wasn't bad. I liked him as Peter. I really did. Have you watched Spider-Man? It came out in 2003, based off the Tobey Maguire. Yes, I saw that when it came out. I grabbed my grandma and I'm like, oh, the new Spider-Man show is coming on. I was a kid and it was a little off-putting when people were dying and swearing. So that was a little oh man, okay, it's that kind of show. But yeah, I saw it. I it's not a bad show. I didn't like how it ended because he quit. He put his suit in a case and threw it in the ocean. Indy was a great character. I liked her. I want to see more of her. But yeah, they had a unique take on some of the villains. I had merchandise from that show. I had a shirt. I had two shirts from that show. One with orange and it had Spider-Man swinging, and one had Spider-Man like in a cool pose and Electro was in the background. I had two shirts. I never got the figures. They had a Spider-Man figure and a Lizard figure, and they're both like hundreds of dollars now. And I never got either of them. I would like them. I would do Web Warriors in a heartbeat if I had those. Even though technically it's the Tobey Maguire version, but it's a different canon. But yeah, and Michael Clark Duncan was the Kingpin in that show. R.I.P. But great. Great. Stars in the Sky from Sonic 2. Oh, you see? Yep. Never played Sonic 2. Here's a really weird thing, okay? Like, a lot of Spider-Man fans are also Sonic fans, and I have no idea what that's about. Like, it's a staggering number. And I don't have a problem with Sonic. I think he's a cool character, but I was never like into Sonic. I was never like a big Sonic fan. I played like a few of the games, but I was never into it. But like, it's really wild. I have no idea what the correlation is, but like, there are a large number of Spider-Man fans that are also like hardcore Sonic fans. And I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna do a whole research paper studying that correlation. But yeah, Sonic does have good music. I like Live and Learn, and then the Sonic Colors one, the Reach for the Stars Tonight. Sonic has great music. The one game I do own was the Werehog one. Was a Sonic Unleashed, and the ding 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 ding. You got me singing again, bro. Really? You indirectly got me singing again. Thank you for that. But yeah, no, it's great music. Great music from Sonic. Since Tobey Maguire's suit was in the first game, many people want the Spider-Man 3 symbiote. Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. I really hope they put the Raimi suit, the black suit, in there, because it would be really cool, especially to see all the combat moves and the symbiote tendril effects coming out of that suit. That would be, because we didn't really get that in Spider-Man 3 except for when he was taking it off. Then we saw the tendrils coming out of him, but that would be so cool to see. Just listening to the music and Stars in the Sky. Yeah, I'll jump on Spotify right after we're done here. I'll listen to that. As like I said, Sonic has great music. Great music from the Sonic. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. So I think we're gonna wrap up. We streamed for a good long time. If you guys have any last questions, lingering thoughts about Spider-Man 2, Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, or my show, Return to the Spider-Verse, speak now, forever hold your truth. Otherwise, this was pretty successful. I really like talking to you guys. I really like the live streams. So what does it matter to you anyway? Everything! Yeah, he's definitely got to say that. Oh, goodness. Poor Sandman. He was just trying to get some money and go home. Then Spider-Man rolls up talking about an old man he killed years ago. He's like, bro, leave me alone. Just let me have my money. Oh, goodness gracious. That was fun. That was funny. Yep, Marvel Spider-Man 2, October 20th. I can't wait. If they do recreate the upside down scene with the music, oh yes, definitely gonna recreate that scene. Hopefully, if because you can yo-yo if they keep the mechanic. You hold L2, he yo-yos, and then you can look inside it with the ray tracing. You'll be able to see the reflection, and then you can change the suit in photo mode, and it'll be great. Somebody will do it. I'll try and do it. Shoot. When I get the Miles figure, a few weeks ago. I haven't really shown him off, but yeah, I got him not that long ago. I've had him for a little bit. Spider-Man. I got Spider-Man before that, and then I got Miles a few weeks ago. So that's that. Also, how many suits will there be in the Spider-Man 2 game? I don't know. Hopefully a lot. They also confirmed that the game will have suit variants, like color variants. So you'll have a suit, and then like you'll have the advanced suit, and then you'll be able to change the color palette of that suit. So that will be super cool. Um, that'll add automatically an infinite number of new suit combinations. They said they're gonna have that for Peter and Miles here, so can't wait for that. Goodness gracious. Oh, where? Hasbro Pulse. That's where I get pretty much all my figures. Hasbro Pulse. If you can't find them there, unless it's a Pulse exclusive, they're usually widely available on Amazon or he might have been a Pulse exclusive though. That's always your first stop. Your first stop should always be Hasbro Pulse. If you have Pulse Premium, which is $50 a year, which is kind of steep, but you get free shipping, and I found it very worth it because I get all my figures. I pre-order them, and they have Pulse exclusives. So check Hasbro Pulse. Oh, I gotta pre-order that Spider-Man and Smythe figure. Yeah, he probably went live by now. I'll do that after we're done here. Top 5 villains that need to be in Spider-Man 2. Well, they've already got Venom, and he's... I would like to see Mysterio for sure. I would just like to see how they do that. Because, like, I imagine it would be kind of like the Scarecrow levels in the Batman game, so where everything's all topsy-turvy, and, like, the city's, like, floating around. They kind of did that in the first game with Scorpion when he got stung, but I would love to see Mysterio. Mysterio has been the main bad guy in, like, several Spider-Man games. There was the Shattered Dimensions. There was a Game Boy game called like Mysterio's Menace. There was Spider-Man Friend or Foe. Like, it's wild how many games where the main bad guy was Mysterio. But I would love to see him in the Insomniac universe. You skipped my other question. You had another question? How many suits? I saw that one. Oh, okay, here we go. So how many Tobey Maguire Spider-Man action figures do you have? I have that guy, I have that guy, I have that guy. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Black Suit Spider-Man makes 6. 6? I'm sure I have more somewhere. Yeah, I have 2 of the superposable ones from Spider-Man 1. I have the Wrestling Spider-Man from Spider-Man 1. I have a Hasbro one that was just reused the Spider-Man 2 mold. And then I have the one from the 3-pack. And then I have the Black Suit one. So I think I have 6. I think. Unclear. I'll probably come up with more after I end here. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I have 6. Oh no, I have the Spider-Man 3 ones. But those are like 5 inches. So I don't always remember to count them. But I have 1, 2, 3 of those. The Black Suit Spider-Man, Red Suit Spider-Man. Is actually Chrome. He's really cool. And then a Tuxedo Spider-Man when he fought Harry that can change into Spider-Man. So 9. I have 9 Tobey Maguire Spider-Man figures. Oh goodness. To answer your question, lucky. I am lucky because I've been collecting them since I was 9. So that helps. That helped. And I was a weird kid too. I was like, for some reason I specifically wanted the 6-inch versions. I don't know why. I guess I just thought that was the best scale. But I'm like, I remember telling my mom, it has to be the 6-inch one. That's the only one I can get. And so yeah, since I've been collecting since I was a kid, I am lucky because I just have a lot of older figures that people missed out on. But man, it's wild. I'm just glad to be doing my series because I'm using them for something finally. Sandman and Mysterio. Yeah, Sandman would be cool too. That would be a crazy fight. My goodness, a Sandman fight. Yeah, but I would definitely love to see Mysterio. And Sandman would be awesome as well. I remember you saying number 1 Spider-Man game was Ultimate Spider-Man. Hungry Feet. Yes, Ultimate Spider-Man is, to date, my favorite Spider-Man game. Maybe this game will change that. I hope it does. But yeah, I love Ultimate Spider-Man so much. I couldn't tell you why. Like I love all the Spider-Man games, but like Ultimate, I think it's just because the story was great. You play as Venom, and it's a little nostalgic too. So like it had the comic panel layout. I love Ultimate Spider-Man so much, so much, so much, so much. Excuse me. I tried to get Tobey Maguire Spider-Man action figure, but they were sold out. Oh no! Dang it. That's unfortunate, buddy. Don't worry. Hasbro will probably make another one. Goodness, I'm telling you, Hasbro, they have the mold now, and the one thing Hasbro loves to do is reuse molds for anything they can. So they're probably gonna make another one at some point. But I'll take this opportunity to once again plug the face front merch. 100 sales and somebody wins this guy. So pass the word on. We got what? I think we have 3 sales. And it's counted up. So keep it going. Once we hit 100, I give that away. Oh man. My heart belongs to Tobey Maguire movie tie-in game. I know, Andrew. You love the Tobey Maguire tie-in game. They're great. I really like the Spider-Man 1 one. Spider-Man 2 was I really love the Spider-Man 2 game. And Spider-Man 3, now I initially got Spider-Man 3. I had it on the PlayStation 2 because I didn't have a PlayStation 3 yet. And that game was like the inferior version, but there were parts of that game were actually really good. I like that. Like you could take the black suit on and off, and when you took it off, if you kept it on too long, like it turned into a mini game where you had to push buttons because he started struggling with it, and then he like pounded the ground. He's like tearing it off. The symbiote smell like that was cool. That was pretty cool. But yes, I love all 3 of those games. I really do. I play them again from time to time. I cannot get the Toby figures because I was a baby when they all came out. Oh goodness, yeah. Like I was 9 when I saw Spider-Man, but now they're $400. Yeah, no, they shot up in price there. Yeah. It pays to be a 30-year-old man, I guess. I don't know. Oh goodness, but yeah, no. It's weird. It's weird. But like I said, I've been collecting for a while, so that's the only reason. IDK, if my mom let me get your merchandise. Yeah, I know you told me your mom thinks it. Listen, Scarlet Spider's mom, I'm talking to you specifically, okay? This is not a scam. I'm selling merch, and once I hit 100 sales, I will randomly pick one of the people that bought merch, and I will send them their prize. Ask everybody on this channel. I've given away 2 of these guys already, and they got their prize. You go look back. They're good. I sent it to them. Everything's fine. Face front merch is first of all, it's a way for me to say thank you for buying my merch by giving away a figure, because like I really appreciate you guys watching my videos and commenting and sharing and liking. It means so much to me when you watch my videos and you like them, because I put so much work into them for you guys. But you know, it would just mean it means the world to me. And if somebody buys my merch, like that indescribable. And so like I just want to say thank you by giving away a figure. And since I can't give something to everybody, I just decided to do it as a giveaway. So yeah, that's all it is, honestly. Merch, because it looks cool and you guys can rep face front wherever you are, and then the giveaways to just say thanks. So no no funny business here, just an honest Marvel fan saying thank you to his other honest Marvel fans. Yeah, that Scarlet Spider's mom, that one's for you. Alright. I almost forgot 70s Nicholas Hammond Spider-Man show up and count as Peter in the Spider-Verse. Maybe. I never saw that show. I need to find a way to watch it, because it hasn't been released anywhere, like, officially. And, like, I don't know. If somebody has a way for me to see that show, I would love to see it. Because I've seen, like, clips from it, but I haven't seen, like, the full show anywhere. Oh, goodness gracious. Imagine that version in your series. If they had a figure of him, yeah. That would be great. That would be a Web Warriors episode for sure. If they had a figure and if I could see the episodes. Oh goodness. I have one Tobey Maguire figure and his arms and legs only move. It's a climbing one. Oh, yeah. That's the thing about Toy Biz. A lot of their figures just had like the gimmicks that really restricted articulation, which sucked sometimes. But you know that like there's a lot of figures. The superposable one, that was the best one from Spider-Man 1, and then they had a superposable one from Spider-Man 2. But yeah, a lot of Toy Biz figures restricted their movement with those gimmicks. Zach-tastic, hi. And then Fortnite Kid, hey man, I love your video. Thank you, you two. Goodness, I was thinking of wrapping up, but like, we're having such a good conversation. We'll go another, we'll go like 15 more minutes maybe. Oh, goodness gracious. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I love that you love my videos. I've seen you in my comments before, Fortnite Kid. I see you. I recognize you. Thanks for showing us. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to the stream. We were just talking about Spider-Man 2 and Across the Spider-Verse and Ultimate Spider-Man. Scarlet Spider keeps trying to get me to sing. It's a good time. It's been a good time over here lately. Oh, goodness. What about Finn in Spider-Man Miles Morales? What about Finn? All right. So, let's talk about Finn. Like, okay, so a lot of people don't like her, and she is annoying with the whole Miles telling her you're going to blow up Harlem, and her basically saying, I don't believe you, leave me alone. That was annoying, you know, but you know, like, it's kind of like, she's such a far cry from the Tinker, in which case, like, I don't know, like, don't call it the Tinkerer at that point, you know? like, I appreciate the new take, but, like, you know, she's not, like, I don't know. It's a cool boss fight, though. I will say that. It's just, like, she came in, and since Miles was a shorter game, they didn't really have time to flesh out the relationship to the point where I believed, like, oh, he's really tore up about Finn, his like really good friend from back in the day, like, you know, like if they had more time with the game, they could have established that relationship a little better. But like I said, cool boss fight in the end. Her powers are cool. The underground was cool. There were cool aspects of the character. She was just annoying as a person, and I did appreciate her taking more for the team and blowing herself up though. That was, you know. I salute you, Finn. Thank you for that. Oh, goodness gracious. I got the magnetic hand Spider-Man toy from Toy Biz. Oh, I have a few of those guys with the magnetic hands. I have one that came with my Skyrider playset. He has magnetic hands and magnetic feet. I have one with just magnetic hands. Oh, my goodness. I have one with magnetic feet. He came with the Alleyway playset. And his hands did this, the thwip. And his feet were magnets, and he was perfect. He was like the perfect comic Spider-Man. And then one day I was playing with him, and like, I had him by the arms. I'll just use Carnage here. I had him by the arms like this, and I was spinning him around like this, and then his arm broke like right there, and I was devastated. Devastated. Oh my goodness. He was perfect. He was perfect. I have one Spider-Man toy, so cool. You only have one, or you have one that is so cool? Because if you only have one, then that's all you need, buddy. The more the merrier, but as long as you think your Spider-Man toy is cool, then hey. I think all my Spider-Man toys are cool. There are very few Spider-Man toys I have an issue with. And that's just mostly when they don't try. But as long as they try, you know. With no accessories, I just got that figure when I was like 3 years old because I was born in 2009. Oh, well, I mean, yeah. If you look up local toy shows, all right, in your area, because I've started going to toy shows whenever they pop up around me, and you find some good stuff there. Like at the last one I was at, I just got this this Cyclops from the first X-Men movie. He's not great articulation wise, but like oh my goodness, let me show you guys. When you shine a light in his hat here, like his visor lights up. That's so cool. That's so cool. And like you find that kind of stuff at toy shows. If you go now, here's the bad thing about toy shows. A lot of them are now like 90% Funko Pops. So it's getting harder to find those old classic toys. But usually they have them for decent prices. You can haggle if you don't like what they got. They usually work with you. But look up, you go on Facebook or just go type in toy show in my area. You can find them. Go. I got the Green Goblin I use for Return to the Spider-Verse. I got him from Toy Show. It was the Hasbro. They used the mold from the Toy Biz Goblin because I have the Toy Biz Goblin, but his mask comes off and you can see the back of Norman's head, and that's not really great for a video. But I found that other Goblin at a toy show, so I just used my Toy Biz Goblin's glider with that goblin, so then whenever Norman takes his mask off, then I can use my Toy Biz one, but whenever he has his mask on, I use the Hasbro remake because the back of his head is covered. Toy show. A lot of good stuff you can find at a toy show, so look up, in your area, see if you can find any, and then just go around. They're great. You find all kinds of cool old stuff. If I went to one of those things, I would honestly make a killing. Oh my goodness. Do we have any Mafex Spider-Man? No. I do not have any Mafex figures. I've seen them. They look really cool, but they're expensive, and I would like at least one. Maybe just like a Spider-Man, or like one Spider-Man and one Miles maybe, because they all look really. They have like great articulation, but I try and mostly just stick to Legends to keep it consistent. But yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I don't have anything against them. I just don't have any. I should probably get one, at least one though. Octavius mentoring Peter with the neural inhibitor in the PS4 game, Turning Evil, made me think they took a cue from the Raimi Spider-Man 2 Alfred Molina. Probably. It seems like it, doesn't it? And I really like that relationship they built with Peter and Otto in the first game was so perfect. Like, if you read my review on the Spider-Man book, the prequel book that came out, Peter mentioned having an internship working for like the doctor, and I was so convinced it was Dr. Connors. And then when you play the game, you first walk in the room, you see Otto standing there with the form thing come on, like, it's Dr. Octavius. Oh my goodness, that was wild, bro. But yeah, they did Otto's story really well in the first game. Really, really well. Like, his descent into Doc Ock was almost heartbreaking. And how he's just so crazy on getting revenge with Norman. That's honestly the best version of Doc Ock for me. Like, the best representation of Doc from that PS4 game. Because I've had a problem with Doc Ock ever since Superior Spider-Man. I know it's a personal thing, but ever since Superior Spider-Man, I can't look at Doc Ock the same. I don't like him, but that PS4 version of Doc Ock, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. The day you break a toy, you know it's going to be bad. I had a Revoltech Buzz Lightyear and broke his arm. Oh my goodness, yeah. Wild story about my Infinity War Thor. I got Thor from Infinity War when it first came out, but he had 2 right feet. I was like, dang it, that sucks. But he was the hardest one from the wave to find, so I just dealt with it. A few months ago, I was at my local comic shop, Greg's Comics, and they had an Infinity War Thor for $15 with a right and a left foot. I'm like, perfect. And I got him. I took him, and I used him in End of the Marvel Universe Part 1, if you watch that video. Make sure you watch the End of the Marvel Universe videos. They are canon, and they explain a lot. Anyways, so after I got done filming that video, I was trying to pose that Infinity War Thor on a shelf, and I moved his foot, and it broke off. The one reason I bought that Thor was because he had a left foot, because my other one had 2 right feet, and then it broke. Do you appreciate how rarely I break figures these days? It does not happen. It does not happen. And then the universe was like, oh, nah. we're gonna break that foot off. Yeah, that was crazy. Oh my goodness, yeah. I love Spider-Man toys. I love Spider-Man toys too, as you can see. I I love Spider-Man toys. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. Prowler from Spider-Verse. This is Prowler from Spider-Man Miles Morales, bro. Prowler from Spider-Verse has a sick theme, and Prowler from Miles Morales was trying to cook with that beat with the street noises. That doesn't work. and and Prowler from Miles Morales got soft in the end, and he got beat by Miles. Miles didn't beat Prowler in Into the Spider-Verse. He took off his mask, and Prowler stopped because he had him on the edge of the roof, choking him, and he was about to take him out. Okay, and Miles Morales, Miles outsmarted him, trapped him in a cell, and beat him. Miles won in that game. So yeah, I think Into the Spider-Verse Prowler would beat Miles Morales Prowler without question. Also, the theme goes hard. So yeah, that's crazy. Oh goodness. I watched Lozis 1 stop motion part 2. I really wanted the Magnet Spider-Man figure, Toby's figure, fighting Big Time Spider. I haven't seen that, but I will check it out. I always like watching stop motion videos because, like, if you see my videos, you know that sometimes I'll do segments of stop motion, but like, stop motion is hard, guys. So I have mad respect for people whose channels are like stop motion videos. Like, oh my goodness, it's crazy. Lucio the Hedgehog, look that guy up. I did a voice for his channel. I did Doc Ock on a few of his videos, but he has stop motion videos from Spider-Man, and he's great. He does great. So look up Lucio the Hedgehog. He has like a Sinister Six series. He awesome. I really appreciate people that do stop motion. It's so hard, and if you can do it, more power to you. Because oh my goodness, it's not easy. It's not easy. That's why I just do my, like when I do my videos, I'll have the I'll have the figure, but I'll have my hand down here, so I'm moving the figure, so you can't see my hand, but like and then sometimes like I'll have my hands down here, and then like here's a Carnage slicing gene, but like you can't see my hands, but I just do a fluid motion. But yeah, if it's a heavy like action sequence, a lot of moving pieces where I can't do too much with my hands, I'll do stop motion. But otherwise, it's too technical for me. Jeez Louise. Are you laughing at my Thor figure story? Because that was wild. What's your favorite Spider-Man figure you have? I honestly couldn't tell you. Maybe no. I'll say it's the PS4 version of this Miles figure. I don't know if I'm ready to say he's my favorite, but he's really good because he had all kinds of hands. He had a brand new sculpt, which they kind of reused for this, except for the red on the arms. He had an alternate head. He was a great figure. Yeah, I gotta think on my favorite, but I really like the the animated series Spider-Man. I really like him a lot. But yeah, those are some great figures. I don't know about my favorite though. That's a come back to me in like 10 years. Oh goodness. Can you do Spider-Man Tom versus Miles in episode 11? Let's see. So I've already got episode 11 planned out, but if it makes you feel any better, exclusive sneak peek here. Miles will be in that episode. That's all I'm gonna say. It's the Peter B. Parker's episode because if you've been keeping track of Return of the Spider-Verse, he has teamed up with everybody, except for Peter B. Parker. He's the last team up Peter has to do. So it's Peter B. Parker's episode, but Miles is in it. And that's all I'm gonna say. It's called "For the Love of MJ," which is actually the song that played in Into the Spider-Verse when Peter was talking to Mary Jane about the bread. The song on the album is called "For the Love of MJ," but I made that the name of the episode. So we know it's gonna have MCU Spidey. It's gonna have Miles. It's gonna have Peter B. And it's gonna have MJ. We know those are facts. Otherwise, No spoilers until the episode. Oh, goodness. What's up with rich people in Spider-Man? I mean, like Simon Krieger or Kingpin. It's because Peter's poor. That's why. That's why he fights so many rich people. That's not the reason. I don't know. But yeah, Simon Krieger, Kingpin, Norman Osborn. A lot of... You see, when you just have too much money, you just become a supervillain. Because, like, what are you going to do? What else are you going to do? You're like, oh, I have so much money, I don't know what to do with it. Guess I'll be a supervillain. Like, honestly. Like, that's probably it. That's the answer. That's your answer right there. Goodness. How many more episodes until it's over? That is a secret. I'm not telling you. You'll never know. I know how many there are, but I want to keep it a surprise. So all I'm telling you is that we've confirmed up to episode 11 with Peter B. Parker. That's it. How many more there are after that? You'll have to wait and see. Oh, but you'll find out soon after episode 11. You'll find out how many more episodes are left. I'll tell you guys after episode 11, because after that point, there's no point in keeping it a secret. Anyways, yes. But yeah, that's great. All right. Well, that was about 15 more minutes. I think I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. I really do. Spider-Man 4 in 2025. We can hope if this writer's strike and actor strike ever ends. I wish studios would pay people money, but talk about rich people, right? Goodness, they're all gonna become supervillains because they have too much money. Oh goodness, but yeah, we're gonna wrap up the stream here. Thank you guys for coming out. One more time about the Facefront merch. I just added, like I said, a Falcon shirt and a Thor shirt from End of the Marvel Universe. I'll be adding more. 50 sales, you can win this. 100 sales, you could win this. That's it. Thank you guys for coming out. One more question. Something that sucks. Deadpool 3 is 100% going to be delayed. Right? Yep. They paused production on Deadpool 3. Because, again, rich people don't want to pay people for what they're worth. Which sucks. But, well, hopefully they get it all worked out. And we can start getting movies and stuff again, but I'm all for people getting fair compensation. Anyways, I'll try to buy it. Thank you. I am him. I really appreciate it. Any support is appreciated. Again, you guys just watching my videos is enough support, but I really appreciate it if you guys buy the merch. And my way of saying thank you is doing the giveaway. So, you don't have to buy shirts. I have mugs, I have magnets, I have pins, I have a whole bunch of stuff on there. So, facefrontblog.com/shop. Check it out, see what you like. Whatever you want, buy it. Anything helps. We're trying to get to 100. Then I do the giveaway. And then the next prize after this 3-pack, I think, will be something everybody wants. So, wait for phase 2. All right. Thank you guys for coming. Your birthday is May 4th. Well, next May 4th, I will say happy birthday. Here, I'll screenshot this so that when your birthday comes, I will say happy birthday on May 4th. Cool. All right. Thank you guys again. And Facefront True Believers, and I'll see you in the multiverse. Bye.